Welcome, all the participants. This Ncell App Camp, especially on the agriculture, is the need of an hour now, because we have seen agriculture being consolidated, being moved into a subsistence, from subsistence level to the commercialization level. And in this path, I think it is an effort from us to make the farmers happy, earn more, live a beautiful life after a day's hard work. So, in this era of enormous knowledge and potential, we are still on the verge of tapping it. We are not being able to tap the potential that our land has, our farmer has, our animals have, and our crops have. So this App Camp, I think, will transform or will at least guide farmers to change the way that they are doing now. Agriculture is around 35% of the nation's GDP and employment for more than 65% of the population. When you talk about employment, it has been a kind of subsistence level farming to the most of the people. They are employed by themselves, they grow for them. Now the time has come to transfer that into an economic reality to earn money for a better future. When we see the problems, when we talk about the problems, we as a commercial organization, we think that every activities at farm level should be a business angle, and we see there is a lack of that in most of our farming communities, farmers. Recently there is a move, yes, I can say, that we can see some changes happening. We can see some youths joining hands with each other to form a community agriculture, especially in the field of vegetables, aquaculture, poultry, livestock. Still, the move has to come in grains. We don't see most of the youth growing paddy now. Farmers have no idea to grow their yield. They are following the traditional practices, what they are doing. In that way, he is into a commercial business, but he doesn't know how to grow chicken, how to grow vegetables, how to grow tomatoes. His neighbor is earning, but he's not been able to earn anything, so he jumps into that farming without any knowledge. That is the key, I should say, in the sector. We lack knowledge on varieties, breed, and the suitability in the particular climate. We did a small survey in Birgunj area on soil typings, and surprisingly, most of the farmers, what they do is they use nitrogen, potash, and a lot of other fertilizers and micronutrients, but they don't check the soil for acidity. Soil acidity is a major concern now. And unless and until you treat that, you won't be able to tap the potential. There are a lot of hidden nutritional factors, management practices, and package of practices that can change the way we do agriculture. But still, because of the lack of knowledge on various aspects, not only this, but on management also, is hindering what we have. Farmers nowadays don't have any price information at all. Though in some part of the countries, because of the involvement of the government and the NGOs, some web and SMS platforms are being run to let them know what the price is prevailing in the market. So this is somewhat lacking. Most of the government and the NGO focus programs, they focus on one commodities and forget that after that commodity, what the farmer has to do. He has to move away with another set of suppliers, another set of buyers, and he forget in the next crop he forgets that original supplier. So we have to assist them, use their resources to his potential throughout the year to plan his year-round cycle. We have to give them right information at the right time. So the only realistic solutions, what I see is electronic, maybe SMS platform, mobile platform, or web platform, or application. We have to give them right information. And the information really helps them to plant crops and cycle crops. When you Google, you can see lot of hundreds of thousands of agricultural applications that can be seen there. But what I think is they range from a very generalistic applications to a very specific applications. I came across IFA, Krishi Nepal, you are there, okay. So this application, but I came across with that application. It is a generalized app. It is a generalized app that can give you a knowledge on everything. It's not specific. But there are specific applications. We say, for example, on maize, how to grow maize, what is the best season, what are the inputs, what is the input rate. There is an interesting application which tells you the rate of application of maize seed per hectare based on your soil capacity and topography and condition. There is a specific application where you can know the nitrogen requirement for maize cultivation. There is a specific application to choose the tractor to suit your need. There is a specific application to know which cattle is vaccinated for what and which cattle is not vaccinated for what. You can know. There are specific, but there are generalized as well. Some are into vegetable production, some are into grain productions, because there are the package of practices differs, and the cycle, crop cycle also differs. There are applications focusing on poultry, livestock, pig, swine, aquaculture. So when we see the solutions, web solutions or the mobile solutions, there are many. There are many, and we should not be many. We should be the outstanding one among many. So what I think is, apart from the applications, there are some of the solutions, like you must be heard of about ITC, Indian Tobacco Company. It has the agro division and it runs e-Chowpal in India. So it's a very interesting business information sharing model, whereby they don't use application per se, but they use web-based platform to inform the farmers on the next day's selling prices. They fix the prices today for the next day, today evening for the next day, so that the farmers know where to sell and how much they will earn by selling the crop next day. So some of the NGOs and NGOs here in Nepal also using some of the web platforms for the farmers. What the farmers are looking at when they think of the mobile apps, they They want to know what is the best practice of practices. They want to read news and articles on the agriculture and livestock. They want to know the weather forecast, because when you see the applications, one of the basic features on them is the weather forecast. So our agriculture, and even in the developed countries, is based on the weather, and if we can forecast them easily, we can give them updates, because we have the satellite predictions now, so we can give them the weather forecast. Market information is beyond price, is a movement of price, historical graphs, comparing that with the last year's figures, last 5 years' figures, and the likelihood of future market. So there are a lot of exchanges right now around the world which can give you the price indications from 6 months from now. So that is really helpful, because when you plan the crop, you want to know what will be the price of tomato in next 3 months. So some of the, or price of maize in the next 3 months, price of soybean in the next 3 months. So a lot of market informations farmers want to know, and we should incorporate that when we think of mobile applications. There are a lot of agricultural shows and trade fairs where farmers can show their products, showcase their products, and know the market, create a market, create users. Some of the limitations, what I see is mobile applications can be a first aid, can be a first knowledge sharing tool to the farmers, but solutions need to be tailor-made, and applications, I doubt applications can give a tailor-made solution to the farmers. Yes, there are specific applications. When you go into specific applications, that can give you tailor-made solutions, but when you generalize applications, it can give you the generalized perspective only. My soil type, my farming condition, and his farming condition might be different. So it should be used as a guideline, and smartphone penetration is still poor, especially in the farming sector. When I talk about farming sectors, yes, we do trainings from our organizations. We do training to the cattle growers, we do training to maize farmers, we do training to poultry growers. 90% of the participants have the mobile number. We can track them, but we can't assure all of them have these smartphones. So this is one of the limitations, that smartphone penetration in the real farming community is still an issue. So education level plays a significant role, and then Nepali scripts should be better, easily readable. So any applications that you make should be marketed well. And is a product, and if you make a good product, best of the product, and you do not market, and the people who really need it don't know, is of no use. So the product need to be really marketed well, and then it should be updated on periodical interval. Say for example, price, it changes within a day. There is a price movement when you go to Kalimati Tarkari Bazaar in the morning and the evening. The same commodity will have different prices. Same commodity is differently priced at different time. 7 o'clock there is a different price, and 8 there is a different price. There is a price movement every hour. So we have to update that to be really useful. Some of the ideas that came into my mind, because is a basic concept, but still, say for example, we talk about cattle. The farmers that we train don't know how to feed the cattle. They have the resources. They have grains, they have feed, they have forages, they have grass, but they don't know how to feed that. So if we produce an app that can tell the farmers this much of forage and this much of grains you need per liter of milk yield, would not that be a very excellent app? We use fertilizers, I have already told, pesticides, but we don't know the application. We don't know how to apply that. We don't know how to track a daily gain or daily growth of any species. So if we know that in time, we can rectify what are the mistakes or shortfalls, and we can achieve that in the future. But if we don't know, then our whole job is ruined. So the applications that in the agriculture and livestock industries will have a significant impact, because the information is within their hand. They can really browse and then use that information in real time. So they don't have to wait for a call, they don't have to wait for a veterinarian or an agriculturist or the ex-JTAs to come to their field and then know that you are not doing good, is on their fingertips. So the applications will have a tremendous impact in the way we do agriculture and livestock in the days ahead. So soybeans comes, the soybeans that we eat comes from US, traveling thousands of kilometers. But we have the potential to grow. We experimented that in some of the villages in Bara and Makwanpur. We can grow. Potato travels from Bhutan. We feel proud that Bhutan ko potato le rahe hain, but we can grow there. Fish travels from Andhra to Nepal. Andhra to here is, Kathmandu is nearly 2,500 kilometers, I guess. But we can grow there. We have inputs. We have the best of practices here. We have the knowledge here. But we are not being able to share that knowledge really into the farmers field. So my sincere request to the young innovators here is, let's make grains travel less. Thank you.